Good evening. Today's Monday. Happy Monday. I know everyone's weekend was great, was marvelous, was fantastic. No matter how hard it was, you still have life, and that's what matters the most. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly. My name is Gigi, your host, and I'm bad for today. Let's continue to get interactive. We need to keep the relationship going and growing. Let's get interactive on all our social media handles. It's DNT Ghana underscore. On Instagram, it's DNT Ghana. On Twitter, and it's Diaspora Network Television on Facebook. Then again, you can just download our apps on your Play Store or App Store. Just go to those apps and then download the DNT app, and then we are good to go. You can watch us live everywhere and anywhere you find yourself. Let's get more interactive and more personal on our social media handles, which is the GBU underscore S2, S2, there underscore GBU underscore S2 on Instagram. And then when you get there, you can find our personal handles, and then you can follow or get interactive with us. We go on a break, and when we come back, we move straight to the topics. Stay tuned. Welcome back. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like I said earlier, my name is Gigi, and I'm your host for today, which makes me bad. B-A-D, bad. My girls and I are here, as usual, to interact, explain, digest, share ideas on issues that matter the most to us and our development as a country and as Africa. You know. Ravi, what's up?
Cool, what's up?
Nothing much. Your weekend?
Great, I can't say much. It's okay.
It's okay, normal.
Oh.
Liz.
It was okay.
It's like over the weekend you were hungry, be like that, because the way you're like, it's okay.
It's okay.
It was okay.
Yeah,
normal, nothing extraordinary, except for 5 minutes doom. So every 5 minutes,
Yeah,
this,
that's thing.
Like that was crazy. This weekend was crazy. Like it's everywhere. I call everybody, and then they're like, oh,
You didn't call me.
Yeah, you are in East Legon. It doesn't doom like that.
no. But sometimes East Legon goes off. Sometimes it does. It goes off. Sometimes it goes off. It does.
I think they pardon the East Legon people more than...
That's where all the papanos are. Yeah, that's why. Okay. So
Wow.
this is just.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, no.
That's where all the papanos are. Who doesn't know that?
Wow, I didn't know
Who doesn't know that?
I didn't know.
Okay.
Liz is now telling
That's
me.
how come we have East Legon landladies.
Oh, wow.
Haha, Anna. Okay. So just another coup d'etat. This is from Mali. Today we're doing something from Mali. Not Ghana, not Nigeria, but Mali. We are Africans. We are one people. So Mali just had another coup d'etat, and the youth say they support military leadership 100%. You know what that means? Military leadership 100%. I'm surprised that the youth is supporting military leadership 100%. Well, meanwhile, Africa has had a fair mix of military and civilian leadership, and we have reviews on both. We know what both looks like and feels like. So today, who makes better leaders, civilians or military guys, soldiers? So who makes good leaders? Who makes better leaderships, civilians or military guys? Liz.
I think both do well, but when it comes to civilians, they make better rulers than the military leaders. And, you know, I'm saying this because of some popular chants we know from the military leaders: obey before compliant. Like you've just got to abide by the rules, whether you like it or yes. It's not for them. It's whether you like it or yes. You're still doing it. Everything they want you to do, you have to do it. And Ghana in its history hasn't been far from being
Military
under the
rule.
rule of military leaders.
rule,
Yeah, more like coup d'etats that have happened. until the Fourth Republic, it was all about dictatorship.
Yeah.
Strictly
Authoritarian rule.
It's got to be how they want it. There wasn't, and when it comes to military leadership, it's more of abuse, torture, like on human rights. The torture is so much that until you decide to go their way, you be at the detriment of their punishment every time. And it wasn't nice. Trust me, it wasn't nice. I don't know why the people of Mali, the youth of Mali, I nearly said Malians, but then I remember.
You can actually say Malians.
Yeah, the Malians, but then I almost...
I know, right?
Yeah. So the Malian youths are taking that part. I don't know why they are taking that part, but I feel probably they need it. That's why they are choosing that.
Don't you think they're tired? Like the way Ghanaians are tired of this democracy that the leaders are taking for granted. Because that one with the military guys is obey before complain, which is result oriented. Military guys are result oriented. So don't you think they feel that, okay, we are tired with this civilian thing? If the military guys are in power, we are going to get more results, which is promotion, development and all that. So they feel that, okay, we are tired. Let's do something different. Let's see if the development we want will happen. Don't you think that's what's going on with these Malians?
Gigi, that's why I said I'm not in their shoes to feel whether democracy has been
but you're in
good on them.
Africa.
Yeah.
You're in Ghana. We know that it's not just Ghanaian leadership, which is poor.
Exactly.
It cuts across.
Yeah.
So don't you think that's a reason? Like we are tired. We are tired. Ghanaians are tired. Don't you think the Malian youth?
Gigi, when it comes to civilian leadership, it's all about exchange of ideas and then voting people into power. They coming in with their ambitions and plans for the country, Unlike the military leaders, they
force themselves into power.
It's like it's for grabs. Like whoever takes it first is, and yes, democracy hasn't been fair when it comes to African.
We actually
leaders.
don't practice it. Right?
We don't practice it. We don't understand it. So we've abused.
Don't you think that's the reason why we want to change?
It's on two parts. For me, on one part, I think, people are tired of democracy and they would want change. But I don't think they would want curfews on their lives to push them. Because military rulers come with a lot of rules, like curfews, because
I don't think curfews is like a must when it comes to military. No.
GG.
No. Curfews do happen. No. Wait, curfews do happen, but they can choose to put a curfew or not.
They will definitely put on.
No, why are you thinking for them?
Because
you're not supposed to think for them.
Gigi. Military leaders are always on the edge, like they are paranoid people. Because because of how they
paranoid.
Yes, like obviously he's there protecting him. Did you just take a good look at what happened to Major Mahama, where the guys beat and whatever, Did you hear what people said from the military side? Whatever thing they did to him, the people that did that should be served the same sauce. They should also be killed brutally.
That's paranoia, like that's being paranoid?
Their way of thinking is different from how civilians think. But when they take on power, they feel the means they use in grabbing their power can be also used against them. So before they get attacked by people, they attack first. And that is their edge of paranoia. Like, they're always like that. They feel, okay, there's this popular chant that I learned in one of the military schools at Chelsea. They'll tell you, before enemy attack first. They say it every time. Aho, yeah, combatants everywhere, blah, 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 blood, water.
That's why they're paranoid. That's why you're saying
exactly.
They're
they are always on the edge of They feel anybody can, because yes, they are protecting their lives. They don't mind losing their lives. But, of course, they feel that certain things I'm doing, if somebody gets me, the person will do same. So let me just create the fear in them first, so they can't attack me. Let's take a good look at JJ.
He was paranoid.
Of course he was. Yes, he went through hardship, but he was.
I don't really. Okay, well, let's move.
Gigi, it's like I have a dress, and this dress I know somebody wants to steal it. In the sense of protecting this dress, I would do everything, anything to protect it.
Don't you think that as civilians that are like that, they know that power can be taken away from them anytime because we have the power to vote. So they will behave like that. That's the reason why they are hoarding money. But with the military man, no, I'm not done. With a military man, he has the power. He makes the rules. He's not scared that somebody is going to take you. You understand? So where is the paranoia from? Where is the paranoia thing from?
With civilians, power corrupts. Power, it's corrupt. Yes. Yeah, they feel okay. Let me just hoard money and everything.
Yeah.
And but when it comes to military leaders, Gigi, whichever way they go about in ruling is just not okay. Like there isn't anything like I understand you or not.
So you think that people, our Ghanaians, actually loved J.J. Rollins?
They did.
But he was one of the best leaders in Africa.
You see, no doubt that he was one of the best.
Don't you think that we should be looking more at results than sentiments? Don't you think
Gigi,
so?
when it comes to results, there are different ways of achieving it.
Have we not tried these people? Are you not tired?
We've tried both. Tried both.
And then don't you realize that development was more in that era?
Gigi, we've tried both. But it looks like people even appreciate democracy more.
Oh, are you serious?
Than military
have you done a lot of social media these days?
Oh, Gigi.
You see what's going on?
Gigi, we are all on social media. We hear, we see.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Robbie, don't you think this is a bit off? Because Les said, military guys is obey before complain. They don't understand you. It's just about them, their feelings. They're very emotional. They're not a bit emotional because they're always on the edge. Their emotions come across as power or as strength.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think this is going to affect us in so many ways? Because if you look at the time, coup d'etats, people were killed. It was crazy during that time. Silence, you don't have to talk, you don't have the right to do anything. Your own rights were infringed on. Don't you think that era was not anything to go, to? Do you think we should go back to that era?
You see, like Liz mentioned, both civilian and military rules have their advantages and disadvantages, right? But if it comes to military, I think I'll support the Mali youth. So yeah, the Malians. Yeah, because when you look at the military, they are very, like you mentioned, result oriented.
Yeah.
Their training doesn't give way for jokes and frivolousness. They just it has to be an order. There's orderliness, there's discipline. The result has to be it. If you have a soldier leading, one soldier leading 1,000 civilians, it's just like when they say a lion leading a herd of sheep. It's better than when one sheep is leading
lions.
If there's a soldier leading civilians, there is order. We have civilians leading this country. We have soldiers. And what is happening? Okay, the kind of impunity we have in Africa, I think we need military rule again. Let me use again. Okay, Africans abuse freedom. We are the abusers of freedom. The people want force. It's obey before complaint. The law is there. You don't have to walk across this place, climb the footbridge. That is it. What complaint are you coming to complain? Say you can't walk or
You're
what?
tired.
It's even disability friendly. If you are even disabled, you can still climb footbridge. There's no complaint to give. So I don't understand when you say do before complain. What do you mean by that? You actually have to do. So what is the complaint about? Look at what's the name? Zongo Junction, the footbridge. Soldiers have to go there every now and then to whip them. Really, before they do it. This whole Galamsey fight, when they put the soldiers to go there, then they started burning excavators and all that. The military would let the things happen. They will let the work happen. You see, the military, they live a very simple life as well. Very simple. They wear uniform, they have a certain prescribed, I don't want to say caste, but they have a certain life. Their accommodation is even a prescribed accommodation. They're not as like extravagant as our civilians. He's not even looking for so much money to do so many things. He just wants the work to be done. Okay, so many things happen now and then. They like, oh, if JJ was still in power.
Yeah.
You hear like always, you hear it's always. If this couldn't have happened,
especially in relation to the way the leaders are
working,
behaving,
corruption wouldn't have happened. All this mess that is going on and people are crying wouldn't be happening.
Fix the country.
You stand in traffic and it's red and people are moving. It won't happen because you know that you have to do before you complain. If you are caught, you face it.
Yeah.
They don't deal with sentiments and emotions. No. It's written. Don't do this, you don't do it. Do this, you do this. That's what I'm saying. With the kind of mess and impunity in Africa, that is the kind of leadership we need right now. Our leaders are doing it all. All the freedom that we've had, what have we gotten from it? All the freedom that we've had. All the democracy that we've had. What have
I think it's just becoming unbecoming.
Yes, it's just becoming worse by the day. It's
people are not accountable anymore.
No. To who? They don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody is dealing with emotions. You go to the courtrooms and emotions are outside. Somebody will go and cry to the president. They vent your excavators and then you are waiting for the president to do what? You know, people will cry. People will go and pay some money. But if it's military era, it wouldn't happen like that. You even who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you to go and start to complain or beg?
To who?
To who? For what?
It's a system, right?
It's a system. It's just like going to the barracks. You know the kids that grow in the barracks?
Very
disciplined people, even though they are not military people, but under the guidance or under the watch of military people, your life is different. They have to be a certain order. You wake up at this time, you bath at this time, you eat at this time, you don't play at this time. Not like those that are born. Yes, you sleep at this time. Those that are in the zongos, like the democratic areas, you do what you want and you can explain. You go home after 9 p.m. when you're supposed to be there and you have complaints. Gigi mami and sumami, and then your parents will allow you. Military.
Nobody's mom is going to call you to send you.
You don't even have an excuse. So for me, I feel that sometimes it gets to a point where we realize that you need the bull to be taken by the horn. You need to hold the things to happen. These are civilian leaders who will not let things happen. Just look at Nigeria. Look at the kind of chaos that's in Nigeria. Meanwhile, their president was a military man. Even that. He has become a civilian because he's not ruling like a military person. Then look at our Ghana. People are doing whatever they want. The only organized place in Ghana are the barracks, the military places. That's it. For me, I don't want to even say. It's hard that we'll go back. And I want Liz to know that it's not all military leadership that is cool and coup d'etat and all about curfews. No, we have military leaders who are just leading us. They're not fighting somebody for power. Nobody is fighting anybody for power. That's why I don't even want to talk about her paranoid part of the whole discussion. They are coming to lead the country. So if we tell you that don't do this and then people are beginning to fight someone and they put a curfew, that's for the betterment of those people. Nobody will come to rule us and say that Ghana, everybody should sleep at 5. For what?
When we're closest to 5.
You know, so for me, I don't think it's all coup d'etat and things. We have a leader, and that's a military leader, and all his ministers are military people.
He's
disciplined. Their time is always that's their time. We are meeting at 5 and it's 5. We are meeting at 8 and it's 8. You need to do this for your constituency, and it has to be done because, as I said, they deal with order. They deal with discipline, results. You have to give results. They don't care. You have to give the result.
I think that's the more reason for the obey before complain.
Because that's the result.
We don't care. Just bring the results.
A result has to be given. You know, if I tell you that by 8 o'clock the kids have to eat, I don't care if there's no gas. I don't care if there's no tomatoes. You should have known. Okay, so you should know that by 8. Daddy is coming to make sure that there's food on the table. And when he comes and say there was no tomatoes, yesterday you knew there was no tomatoes. What were you doing? You know, that's how the military people work. And people say they are difficult. Me, for one, I feel they are very difficult people because I'm very bad with rules. So being around them is hard.
Really hard.
It's hard because you need to do the things accordingly. You need to bath. Your room has to be in order. You know, you have to be bathing twice a day, and then your things have to be in order. And
Rabbi,
You need to do before you
Why
complain.
are you emphasizing on the bad thing?
I'm just saying something.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I feel if you have somebody leading people that are not orderly, and the person is orderly, it transfers. You know, the Bible says what? Oil will run from the head of Aaron, right?
Onto
so it has to run from the head.
Yeah.
But the kind of heads we have now, there's not even oil to run. There's no oil.
There's Hamatan there.
Like, what is running? Sweat. There's, like, you know, there should be something people have to hold on to.
Yeah.
And if the leader is that thing, everybody becomes that thing. But what we have right now, they say they are democratic leaders. Liz is talking about military people are autocratic and abusers, really.
Okay.
All the democracy we've had, what have we gotten?
You see,
what have we gotten out of it? That's what somebody was saying. Somebody gave me some products to use and said I should use them twice a day. And I said, all the twice a day I used to do, what did I get? I'm even better with the once a day. You get it? So when there is something, you are giving me an option, and that option is not giving me any better results,
then I'm going to choose the
other option that you know is going to give you better results. For me, I know it to be hard for Ghana to go back to military, to the military rule, but that would have been the best for us right now, with the kind of mess that's happening, the kind of chaos, the kind of corruption, instability, whatever, economic, whatever. It would have been the best for us. But for now, I just think we should think about it. As I said, I just don't know why Liz thinks that it's all about chaos and coup and abuse and autocracy.
The era of silence.
It's not.
Because
even now, there's so much silence than then. Good. Because now you dare not talk, even though it's a democratic. But look, Captain Smart, just small criticism. Chene Jonas, or what's his name? He's abroad, but they are looking for him because he has criticized.
I'm telling you.
What is the democracy then? People can't even be free to criticize.
To say how
unless you are saying the good things, unless you are supporting what is the rot that is happening, then you are cool. But once you begin to criticize, then they are looking for you. You say certain things and people say, hey, don't let these people catch you. What's the democracy in it? Then we should have rather been under military rule. So I know that I don't have to talk. Then we know that no, there's no talking, everybody is quiet. But now the silence is even louder than then. You know, people can criticize, like, what's the name of that word? Criticism, saying, constructive criticism. Yeah, people can constructively criticize the government when it's military. But now it's like you're even afraid more than them. Then you are not, like military, you're not really afraid. You are just scared of being wrong. Okay, you're not afraid of pointing out, but you're scared of being wrong. What if I'm the wrong person? But now, people are doing the wrong things, but you dare not talk. Exactly. What's the use? So for me, I think Mali youth are tired of the democracy. Yeah. Let the military people come. Let them come and give us what we need. We need the peace, we need the stability. Let's get ourselves back on our feet.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, I think military is it.
Okay, let's get ourselves back on our feet. Military is the way. Liz, don't you think that these military guys believe in protocols, rules, regulations? They believe in step after step.
Yeah.
Gigi,
don't you think that's what Africa needs?
Gigi,
you have 1 minute.
There are countries, let's not talk about Africa alone, but then there are countries that did not have military rule, but they have system and it's working. It's a civilian who is ruling, and
we are talking about Africa because Africa is in a mess now. We are tired of the democracy. They are not tired. What's working for us?
Gigi,
what will work for us? That's what's most important now.
We've had countries that are under military rule as we speak, and their people are fleeing from those countries. You see the Chad people on the streets. You think if their country was peaceful, they would leave under the reign of a military ruler?
That's Sudan. So Chad and Sudan, they're under military rule.
Yes.
Okay. Like till today.
Till date.
I never knew.
Okay.
The Malians have imprisoned their president and vice president. And that's why I said, when it comes to that, you may never know what's... It's gotten to the part where they feel we are done for them. But there's still a way to put up certain systems that would get you the results rather than the force, the chaos, and Rabbi, you were talking about, you're making it look like we've not experienced this before.
And that was a better time.
Really,
Yes.
where innocent people were punished as well. They were added to the
But
mix.
there was
They were. You see, that's the thing.
even if they were punished, they were doing the
You
wrong
see,
things. What did they do?
Some were innocent.
Really.
Some were innocent.
Even now, innocent
Some
people
were
are being
innocent,
arrested
and then
put in jail. So
They
what's
added
the
them to it.
difference?
You see, the thing is, I understand that it's high time we get a correct system, be it under a military ruler or a civilian ruler. Okay, but when it comes to getting a military ruler, it's going to be more difficult because yes, there are certain things they expect you to do. How they go about it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't fit.
It doesn't make sense
for
really.
human rights.
Say it doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Maybe it's hard, but it makes sense. So much.
Okay.
It makes
If
sense.
I'm asking you,
If
don't move from this chair, and you know, as a human being, definitely you will fidget.
It makes sense.
As a human
Don't
being, you
move
fidget.
because of a reason.
Yeah, and it makes sense.
They are
Well,
not
it's just
just
difficult. Doesn't mean that
Okay,
makes
so
sense.
Liz
a
says
reason.
no. Military guys are insensitive. They don't
really?
make any sense. You can't ask people to do unreasonable things.
They don't.
She
do
feels
They
that
don't
that's
do
how
Rabbi,
military guys.
Unreasonable things.
Rabbi,
I've
they
not heard.
do.
I've not heard. I've not seen.
Rabbi, you have 1 minute.
How do you with people?
There were people who are doing the wrong things.
Rabbi,
Even
you have
teachers
1
with
minute.
people. Tell Liz to let me say my
Liz,
1
she
minute.
has 1 minute.
So for me, I think that
Be in each other's 1 minute.
take it all. Like I'm done. I'm done.
Rabbi, you have
I'm
1
done.
You are still supporting the military leader.
For me, I feel that the kind of system we have now, like I said, we need to get
Needs-
back.
yeah.
It needs a military rule. Like, if the president was a soldier,
These things wouldn't happen. He wouldn't say you're on suspension today and tomorrow.
Tomorrow you're back.
It's okay, you come back.
emotions, everybody's emotions that's being
Everywhere,
it's
all over the
everywhere,
place.
all over the place, in people's faces. Like, we don't need that right now. Africa needs to get back to its feet, and
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be military. If this civilian ruler is there, all the things you say they are doing that makes sense, what has it taken us to? All the things that are making sense, and they are proceeding. Let's do the things that don't make sense now and see.
And see what.
Yeah,
what-
if
what
the sense is
result-
not taking
what
us anywhere,
change.
nonsense will take us somewhere. So, like, let's just
Okay.
really
If
live.
the sense is not taking us anywhere, the nonsense might take us somewhere.
You may never know.
Rabbi, quote by Rabbi.
2021.
So
2021.
blood
Okay,
should flow
let me
everywhere.
take a
like
few.
The blood has been flowing already.
Can you please excuse me
Alice,
my space
fine.
now? Okay. Absolutely gorgeous today, Miss Host. You're looking very, very beautiful. I want to see you always and forever. About Mali, I think the law must operate. Thanks, Ben from Cape Coast. Okay, Ben. Good evening, nice lady. Sorry, I'm Stephen from Cove Town. See, African man needs force.
That's it.
Okay.
So abusive of
Good evening, beautiful ladies. I'm beginning to see reasons with you. Democracy is a mess. The politicians are stealing and they get away with it. No law to put them to justice. Military rules are the best. Thank you, and my name is Obidodo, Nigeria, Benin. Okay. We go on a break, and when we come back, we move straight to the girl talk. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for a secured, serene, and gated community located in the heart of the capital city of Ghana? Talk to Waylead Company Ghana Limited. Le Jardin Symphonique is a gated community developed by Waylead, situated at Community 14, Sakumono, which is within close proximity to Junction Mall, Queensland International School, and the Celebrity Golf Course. Each home is completed with high-end European finishing. Our homes comes with air conditioners, fans, recessed light in both living and dining area, state-of-the-art fitted kitchen. Visit Waylead Properties this Christmas period for an amazing end-of-year goodies such as gift vouchers, attractive discounts on each property you choose. Contact us on 0240-111-119 or 0504-499-999 or visit our website at www.waylead.org. Waylead. Home is where one starts from.
Welcome back. This is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we just discussed about civilian leadership and military leadership, which is the best. My girls have done justice to this, and I'm going to read a few messages so that you can sing along if you just tuned in. Okay, I stand for military rule. We need military rule now. The civilians are too corrupt. Blessed up to you all. Call me Kwesi Kefa, watching you live from Kumasi Trede. Okay. I'm Bashir Mohammed from Kumasi, Pachi number 2. I agree with Rabi's points. We Africans need military regime because democracy has brought all the destruction in our country. Aziz from Tamale. I think military rule is good, especially for Ghanaians. Ghana has better policies, but it needs to be enforced, and only military leadership can do it better. If you asked me, civilian government is poor. They do nothing. The government will do it in a way that will favor their political ambitions, which is really true. Hi ladies, missed you all, especially Rabi. To my point, Africa as it is now stands astray and needs to be disciplined and needs results. Who can give it on a proper dose than the military? Okay, enough of the sentiment. It's about time we enter into a DO period. Rabbi, you've said it all. This is Emmanuel from SCC. Okay, I think Mary is on point. No name. Oh, this is Majid inside Buyepe Savannah region. Okay. Okay, girl talk. Women find it really difficult to love kids that are not their own, not as much as theirs. Honestly, I think it's a natural phenomenon. It's just a natural something. It's not like they hate the other kids, but sometimes, most of the time, not sometimes, you can't just love somebody that is not your own, you know, as compared to your own. Today we are going to be talking about just what I said now. Can you love a child that is not your own, like your own? Rabbi.
Can you love a child? Yes. As much as your own. I doubt.
Yeah.
I doubt. It's just natural.
That's honestly.
You see, there's this connection that comes with your own
pregnancy.
Yeah, with pregnancy, with breastfeeding. There's just so much that comes with it that gives that connection. Okay, so it's not like you don't love the other person, but as much as is the problem. So people love people. That's how come you can even love your husband enough or your boyfriend enough. But as much as somebody who came out of you will be different. And you see, the truth is, somebody who you adopted or another person's child may be living with you. It will be hard because you have some, let me use the word sentiments, or you're holding back on certain things because you don't know the person's background. You know, with your own child, you know, there are some people that beat their own children more than somebody they adopted. Yeah. And that's because you are just trying to hold back, not to come out as maltreating somebody else. Yeah. Blood is thicker than water. Come on. No matter what, like, blood is always thicker than water. And it's not to say I wouldn't love, but as much as my own, if they put my own here and then put an adopted child here, you know definitely who you are going in for. Yeah. So I think that the love, that's when people are adopting. When you look at the adoption contract, I've not adopted somebody, but if you look at the adoption contract, it comes as treat the person as much as you treat yours. Because love, it's a stronger word, but treat is different. Buying clothes for somebody is different, but heart, love has a lot to do with your heart. Yeah, I can love anybody, but as much as mine, it will be hard.
Okay. Liz.
Not like it's possible, but it's
honestly,
hard.
that's why we have besties.
Yeah, so it's hard. Yeah. You can always love somebody, but as much as somebody you brought into the world, okay, it'll be hard.
Liz.
What Rabbi stated is right, especially when you give birth to your own child. Yeah, it came out of you and all that.
Finally, I got it right from Liz.
Relax.
I don't care whatever you say. Rabbi's right.
No. I accept all that, but in current times where surrogacy is reigning, It may be your egg, it may be your sperm, but it is not your child.
That's your
because
child.
You
Your
see-
egg and your sperm is
you
your
see-
child.
it's not from you.
Where is it coming from?
No.
Surrogacy, where is it coming from?
Relax.
You
It's
see,
entering
what
into-
you do.
Wait, listen. It's entering
You
into
didn't
another
carry,
case.
but that's
No,
your
you see,
child.
it's. I'm not.
We are talking about genes, sis. Blood is
Exactly.
different.
We are talking about your blood, your you.
blood.
Listen. As I said, I'm not agreeing with you so much on that.
Okay.
Yeah, in as much as surrogacy is reigning, yeah, there's been cases, like natural cases, where somebody was a surrogate mother. She's more attached
But that's not an
to
adopted
that.
child.
No, she's more attached to that child she carried in her womb.
Surrogate mothers.
Yes.
Surrogate mothers
have-
always
contract.
fight.
No,
They always fight for the kids.
They would have their whatever thing, the money and all those things, and then they will still be like, that child that passed, hey Charlie. And it's especially when he or she, like, let's say she had a child earlier and maybe the child passed, or due to some reason the child is not growing as perfect as, as the person she carried within. Now let's put that on hold. Loving somebody doesn't necessarily mean you need to be close to the person by blood. We love our besties. There are people who love their besties more than their relatives.
Not their daughters or their children.
Oh, please.
Their children.
I have a friend who doesn't see eye to eye with her mom. Like it's, and sometimes I need to even speak to her. Hey, this, hey, that, hey, and she's
But
like,
the mom still loves her.
they both don't see eye to eye. I don't know. They both don't see eye
Doesn't
to
mean
eye.
they don't love each
It's
other.
raining
One
there.
minute. Let me activate the phone lines and then I come back to understand your surrogacy and eye to eye. Okay. The phone lines have been activated. Please call in so that we can have a conversation. But before then, let me listen to Liz's surrogacy. Please.
So as I said, these people, some, yeah, I give birth to you, all right, but then maybe there were some other reasons. There were some reasons which like it's in between the love that I have for myself and you.
Okay.
All those things, it happens. And yes, I can love somebody who is not my child. Yeah, I meet children out there. I get attached to them. I feel I get so close to them. So it's no different.
Okay. Hello, Sule. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Sule. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Abuzai.
From?
Yeah, I'm calling from Abuzai.
Okay, let's hear you, Sule.
Yes, very beautiful ladies, of course.
Thank you.
And your program, your topic for today is very, very, very nice. About the military rule stuff. You see, if Ghanaians are trying to do away with that patriotic attitude, we still have a problem. A very big problem. Because look, if you remember those days of the military, what is it about nonsense? Or what is it about things that are going on today that we will be convincing ourselves that democracy is really benefiting us? Democracy is never benefiting either Ghana or Africa. Democracy is never. Because during the times of President Rawlings, during his time, even when he brought in democracy, look, who is who? You pick up the phone, call the president, or you pick up the phone, call the president, insult the president, just like that. Look, Ghana today and tomorrow is never going to get up with democracy. Let us wake up. The nonsense going on in Ghana is becoming too much in the name of democracy. Look, there are a lot of things that need strengthening of our policies, and those policies need to be strengthened by the military. We have a long way to go. Ghana has a very long way to go, and our attitude and behavior and our mindset today is never helping us with democracy. People just misbehave and they find their way out.
Sule, are you a military person
Hello.
or a civilian?
Hello, JJ.
Hello, Rabbi. Good morning. Good evening, sir.
My name is Shiji. This is Shiji.
He's saying
Yes,
hello
sir?
to me.
Oh, okay. Hello.
Yes, hello, Rabbi.
Hi,
This
JJ.
is Jim. Okay. Honestly speaking, I'm not at home. I'm not watching. But the topic today is being discussed. That's the reason I thought unfortunately, I can't afford to miss or without sharing my views on this democracy coup d'etat in Mali. Now, first of all, anyone who says democracy has not done us good is a lie. The person has not been truthful and the person has not witnessed coup d'etat. Now, democracy is the best thing that has ever happened to this country or to Africa. But the truth of the matter is how our leaders understand democracy. They have rather trained democracy to take in our brilliance to see our weakness. Like us at the, let me say, at the better their belly and their pocket. Hope you get it. Now, you see, there is a new trend. Youth are chanting, fix the country. Those at the top are saying, fix yourself. Now, this is how it starts. It starts like the Ashantis with Ebola figure. There is smoke, but the fire has not quenched. So a time will come, a generation will spark, and they won't fear bullets, they won't fear blood. So they have it at their neck, and they have no option. That they have friends in the military, they have allies in the security service who assist them to embark on something like this. So this is not something we should take lightly. Thankfully, these, let me say, new trend of coup has with less last year. That is one beautiful aspect of the new coup. But
Thank you so much. Hello,
Hello.
Zaki.
Good evening.
Good evening, Zaki. Where are
The
you?
most beautiful, gorgeous trio in Ghana.
Thank you so much, Zaki.
On the issue of the military and then the civilian rule, well, I think military is not bad. It's just that mostly the laws are too
Rigid.
harsh. But I think it's good for a country like Ghana. In Ghana, where an MP or an MP for one constituency will say that in Ghana everything is on the right of the president or everything is president. And then can you say something like this? I mean, sometimes you hear something insulting the president. It's not because he and you meet him somewhere else and then tell him. Sometimes you need to take into consideration that the person is older than you, much, much older than your father. So I think we have to talk, at least we should put some respect into it. And that's why the military come in. When it was JJ's time, can you talk anyhow you want and go scot-free?
No.
Tell me. So I think military rule is good, but not the one we experienced under JJ. And on the second issue, blood will always be thicker than water, no matter what. And I think Miss McGlynn was talking about a friend and her mother not being on the same team. Trust me, make a mistake and listen. You have an argument with the child and see what will happen.
Even if
It's like I have the right to do whatever I want to do with my child, but no one else can do.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Zaki. Hello, Alberta.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Albi. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you guys are looking so nice.
Thank you.
Anyway, for the military rule in Ghana, I think it will work hard. Because it's like everything is chaotic in Ghana now.
Yeah.
It's like anything you try to do, it doesn't work. In fact, today I had a very bad experience, and it even made me think that, okay, so this is where the country is going. If this is where the country is going, then, Charlie, we have a lot to do. So So I think military rule should really come back to Ghana. I mean, those times when there was military rule, I mean, there was discipline.
Yeah.
You can't just go anywhere anytime you want to. You can't just do anything you want. You understand?
And that's
So military rule in Ghana will be
right.
good. But just imagine soldiers everywhere. Do you really think people will litter around or do anything they want to do? I mean, when you go to circle, the things you see there, if there's military rule, you won't see those things there.
Yeah.
And that's infringement on human rights.
If you're littering the places,
It is
somebody's
not.
infringing
I
on your
don't see
rights.
it as an infringement of human rights.
Because if people did not experience that era, you
If
people
you're
did not go
dirtying a
through.
place,
Ask your parents, ask your
are you
grandparents what
serious?
they went through.
You're dirtying a place and you're being corrected and you're saying,
your responsibilities and
I'll be
your
let me
mess is
hear you.
there. The mess is there, but there are different ways of going about it.
Linda, I get your sentiment. So, Linda, I get your sentiment.
Yeah,
But think about it. Today, let me tell you, today, I went to do my birth certificate and it was a whole wahala. You get it? So imagine, we just need the discipline. That is what I'm trying to put across. We need the
that's a
discipline.
discipline.
We need
Thank you so much,
Create good
Albie.
systems and then the discipline will work.
Hello.
The systems we created.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, it is, see, this is Sule. I was the first caller.
Oh, let's hear you.
Yes, yes, the line dropped. That's why I went off the line.
Oh, sorry. Let's
Yes,
hear you.
about what the recent caller just saying. It seems, she seems to be in similarity with what I'm saying. You know what? Look, one thing about Ghanaians is that what is eating Ghanaians up now is exuberant. So if we happen to bring in the military aspect, people find it very difficult. Because look, when laws seem to be strengthened today in Ghana, Ghanaians are ready to complain. Ghanaians are ready to complain because we needed an extreme level of freedom just to behave the way we want, by neglecting the laws of the country. You know, it's a whole lot of things. Nobody will love the military rule now. But at least if we Ghanaians and even our leaders will understand that we have laws that govern the country, that we are ready to abide by the rules and we're going to abide by the laws of the country. I don't think we need a military rule. It's just misbehavior everywhere in Ghana now. Everybody just wakes up and do anything the person like, just in the name of vote. Government is not able to do anything about it. Because when governments want to act, that government is going to lose the next vote. Exactly. So we need to take a critical look at this whole thing. The last topic, the commute topic. Look, you know what? Blood is blood, and blood is thicker than water. There is nothing to change that. You would never and ever love an adopted child like the way you love your biological daughter or your biological son. After there are some things, there are some facts, we cannot run away from them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say much on that, but blood is blood. Blood is thicker than water. That is it. Thank you very much.
Thank
I
you
wanted
so
to ask
much.
you if he's a soldier
Hello,
or not.
Seth.
Yeah, hello?
Seth, let's hear you. Where are you calling us from?
I'm Seth, calling from Takrady.
Okay, Seth from Tadi, let's hear you.
Yeah, I want to comment on the military rule acting, whether we need it or not. Yeah, I think that for the change of our attitude, I think that the military rule would have been better.
Yeah.
Because nowadays we have been doing anything that we want, speak anyhow, and then we think that maybe the cost is there to take care of us anytime that we do something wrong. But because of our attitude, and we all agree that there are so many stuff that we could have done better, but because of our attitude, we are not able to do them. Even if you say you want to make it better, your friend will be there to tell you that, oh, this is not your job. This is for the state, so you don't need to tell yourself and those kind of stuff. But if the military rule is there, you dare not fool around, excuse my language. You dare not. If they have given you money to go and do government business, you go and use it for just pay support. For now, you can do them, then later maybe you can go and hire a lawyer or something. The lawyer is very smart and can convince. Then we are good to go. So if we want to progress, because if you look at Rwanda, we have so many examples to give. And African here, I don't think that with this kind of democracy that we are practicing, we can go anywhere, especially Ghana. So we need it. So that if you are throwing rubbish into the gutter, they catch you, they give you lashes. You won't do it anymore. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And Samuel is my last caller. Samuel.
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Good evening, Sam. Where are you calling us from?
I am coming from Sehuyoso.
Sehuyoso. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I'm just going to show my concern on the recent issue you're talking about. Concerning the military government in the country, I think it should really work. Because sometimes you sit right behind your TV set and you see some of the things that our elders, our leaders are doing. And it's like you don't even understand. Back then in the days, it wasn't like that. Someone was having that fear in him when you want to do something. You fear that what you are doing, there's going to be consequence. But now somebody just wakes up and, start doing things without thinking about, anything. Because somebody can just do something. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
You're listening. Okay, thank you so much. This is Albie from Dancerman. I support the military rule. Our system is so appalling. I think we need to start a hashtag military rule in Ghana. You guys look nice, Thank you so much. Every child is your child. This is Lion from Koforidua. I'm really enjoying the show and you guys look so good. Military rule is unlawful. Our system of ruling the country is dead and gone. Thank you. Okay, this is Nane Free. Nane Free says thanks. I don't know for what, but you're welcome. Good evening, my lovely ladies, especially by Rabi. Mali is better than Ghana in terms of leadership and corruption. We are just lucky that our military is working for mother and the innocent people in it. They fear God and do not want to destabilize our dear and only nation. Rabbi, I want your number, and once again, you ladies look splendid. This is Fatao from Tamale. Military president, you should love every child, but conditions changes that you girls look wild. This is Ben. Military president won't stay forever. If we want military, there should be a way to bring them in all matters. This is Ben. Okay, Rabbi, 30 seconds.
As I said earlier, the system we have right now, the kind of chaos and mess Africa is in, the only way to get out is military. We need to go the military way to get out. If we want to continue the civilian, it's going to get worse, because the rot is going to continue. The corruption is going to continue. The people there now are going to continue being there. 75 years old man, 80 years. That's how they are going to lead us. Till they're just looking for money for their generation.
And the thing is, military guys actually retire young.
Yes, they retire young. So the work is going to be done. Somebody else is going to take over.
A younger
and
person.
Yes, and it's going to be. I actually think we should do the hashtag thing, like
hashtag
military rule for Ghana now. And for, as I said, blood is thicker than water. You always have reasons not to give your all to somebody that didn't come from you. Even if you take a knife and cut your own child right now, you have very little guilt. But if it's somebody's child, and that's how come love, love grows and a whole lot of things happen. Yes, so sometimes it's those conditions that make you not to give your all in for somebody who is not your own. But not that you can't love. You can always love everybody. Okay. But blood is thicker than water.
Okay, let's 30 seconds.
It was a military leader that gave way for democracy to happen. And I'm sure he knows very well that the way they treat people, especially when they are rulers, it's not comfortable, it's not safe. Yeah, we are all shouting, let's go back to military rule, but are you even ready to even stand that? You people, you talk about certain things, forgetting that people went through a lot of experiences, a lot of bad experiences during those times, and are still even talking about it till date. And it's not going to help. We have systems that need to work.
10 seconds.
So we need to use those systems rather than going under a military ruler or military leaders leading us. And when it comes to loving children, you can love anybody.
5 seconds.
You are able to love your best friend, so it should be natural for you to love an adopted child.
Okay. Y'all had natural for you to love. Blood is thicker than water. Okay, good evening, beauties. To me, Ghana needs no military because people nowadays join the force because of unemployment in the country. Whilst the then military used to join it with passion, so now most of them are there because of the money, meaning there are also corrupt people. To those who like military, try offending them small, pay and see. This is Munjay. Okay. Gigi, I'm so sorry I referred to you as Rabbi. I was not watching but wanted to contribute. Okay, JJ. No props. Okay, good evening, my lovely ladies. Oh, this is a whole essay. Okay. Um okay, good evening, lovely ladies. I wish to state that good leadership is not about being a military or civilian. Our civilian leaders, especially Ghana, are not born to be leaders. And worst of all, the leaders are not patriotic. See what Dr. Gaddafi did in Libya. So our next problem too is our political parties are just in competition to steal money for keeps. So to clean up the mess, our politicians need to be corrected. I believe we seriously and urgently need military rules for that, at least for 8 years. Gigi, I love you. Okay, you didn't add your name, but I love you too. Okay, so many messages. I cannot read them because our time is up. CJ from Kote, love your child as your own, love another as your own. We are all sons of God and God loves us all. Okay, if I could not touch on your message or read your message, I'm so sorry. Time won't allow me, and my producer is yelling in my ears. Like, and I just need to end the show because it's 9 o'clock. It was fun with you. It's always been fun with you. And please, let's link up tomorrow 12:30. There's a repeat of this show if you didn't get to catch up with the show today at 12:30 tomorrow. Then there is a real show, which is the live show on Wednesdays and Fridays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. sharp. My name is Shiji. Bad, Rabbi, Ugly, Liz, Good. Bye.